Good morning, Gladstone Region. Along with my fellow councillors, I am proud to present Gladstone Regional Council's 2023-2024 budget. This financial year, our total budget is $333 million, and this is supported by more than $64 million in grant funding, demonstrating our continued success in seeking funding from both the state and federal governments. Of this, Council has set aside $33.7 million under the disaster recovery funding arrangements to deliver on road, bridge and drainage infrastructure across the region for the next 12 months. As a council, we always have the community at front of mind, and it's because of this, in 2020, we made the strong decision to freeze rates in response to the global pandemic. Since then, we have kept rate rises below CPI, and this budget is no exception. With the Consumer Price Index currently sitting at 7.4%, we have once again been able to ensure the general rate increase is less than the rate of inflation. General rates for the average residential ratepayer in the Gladstone region will rise by just 4%, well below the rate of the Consumer Price Index for both Brisbane and Australia. Overall rates and service charges, including water, sewer and waste for a property in Gladstone, for example, is less than CPI at just 5.84%. It's been fantastic to see what we've been able to achieve during the past financial year, and I'm excited to see what we can achieve as a region in 2023-2024.
Our core services are essential in delivering value for our community each and every day. In order to deliver and enhance Council's core services, we have committed $119 million towards water, sewerage and waste. Budgeting for these services ensures that our toilets flush, our taps turn on and our rubbish is collected.
Council is committed to reducing, reusing and recycling waste, and we encourage our residents to do the same. We understand it can be sometimes confusing as to what items we need to place in our wheelie bins, which is why this year Council has budgeted for an appointment of a Waste Education Officer. Council's Waste Education Officer will deliver community education programs to support behavioural change regarding waste habits to help to reduce the amount of contamination ending up in our landfill. This in turn will provide future cost savings to both Council and to ratepayers.
Maintaining and upgrading key assets and constructing new assets and infrastructure for our community is important to us. That's why Council have dedicated more than $68 million in our budget to capital works projects across the Gladstone region. Projects range from construction of new infrastructure to upgrades and safety improvements on our roads and water networks, parks, landfill and community use facilities. We are proud to have successfully obtained either full or partial external funding for many of these projects for our region.
We all know that walking and cycling has fantastic health benefits, and at Council, we want to see this form of exercise become a viable and safe travel option for our residents and visitors. We remain committed to upgrading, renewing and replacing our footpaths and cycle network with a $2.3 million capital spend in this year's budget. These funds form part of Council's overall spend for roads, bridges, footpaths and drainage, which totals $103.5 million. Your safety, the well-being of our community, is our high priority.
I'm excited to say that in this year's budget, we're investing in the completion of the detailed designs for the Boyne Tannum Aquatic Recreation Centre. This is the final piece of the puzzle to put us in a shovel-ready position with this project and will enable Council to consider a final investment decision regarding this vital piece of community infrastructure. We have also allocated $24.6 million towards our parks and environment to ensure our region continues to be a wonderful place for families to live, work and play.
Annual budgets are never easy to prepare, and there are always some tough decisions that need to be made in order to strike a balance between the community's needs and wants. We understand the current economic climate is causing some tough times for our residents. That's why we've kept cost increases modest. After all, this is a budget about supporting our community now and investing in our community's future.
This year, we are focused on ensuring our budget continues to set our region up for success. This budget considers the measures we need to take now to preserve our sustainability as a local government into the future. As a council, we're very proud that there will be no new borrowings this year and that we can deliver our community a sensible surplus budget that places our region in a strong financial position.